Hey guys, what's going on? So, I will be back to the covers next week, but this week is I'm going to take a break from the covers and release the last Whistling Past the Graveyard album. So this will be Whistling Past the Graveyard 3. I've already released 1 and 2, as you can see here. This is what the covers look like, if you haven't heard them. But Whistling Past the Graveyard 3 I'm just going to sort of show the album cover and just sort of talk about this series a little bit, just sort of how it came about. And basically the way these came about was like I just was messing around in my bedroom by myself, and I had no intention of ever making these things into an album. I was just sort of whistling over some rhythm tracks I recorded, rhythm guitar tracks, because maybe one day I could maybe turn them into beats or something. That's kind of what I thought. But none of these, in no way was I thinking would ever be on an album. So it really sort of represents me in my most I guess you could call it like freest form or whatever, because I literally had no pressure on me at all. But I sort of was looking back at these and thinking maybe in the future I was saving them to turn them into beats. But what I realized was I probably could never recapture the playing that I did on these, because these were all written and sort of recorded between 2016 and 2019. And it was during a time that I was like really obsessed with instrumentals, and I'm just sort of not in that mode anymore of like doing instrumentals. I'm more into singing now and whatever. So like I realized like a lot of these I could not duplicate even if I tried. And I also realized that the playing on them was the whistling, and the playing was stuff that like I probably couldn't do. It would be very hard for me to do again, because like whistling over these things into a microphone, you have to get it just right. If you blow into the microphone too much, it'll screw up the whole thing. You have to like sort of point your face like away from the microphone. And so I just did these kind of like as good as I could do them, and I don't think I could really do them that well again. So I've decided like I was just gonna release all of them. So the first one, Whistling Past the Graveyard, had about 21 tracks. The second one had 14 tracks. This one will have 19 tracks. So all in all, it'll be about 60 tracks total. So 3 of these on this new album were not usable. And so what I decided to do was sort of re-record them. It'll be the first 3 on the album. The first one is from 2016. I played the rhythm track here in 2016, but the whistling was so bad I had to redo the whistling. So in 2022 I re-whistled over this, and this one's called Covered Wagon. But there's a whole video for this. I may release this video later, but probably not going to release it anytime soon because it's kind of weird. It's just me playing in 2016, playing guitar while whistling is over top of it, and it's just kind of strange. But I might release in the future. The next one is called Dust Never Sleeps. And this one was just so terrible I had to completely redo it. So in late 2023, I just, here you can see I'm whistling into a microphone right now. I recorded the rhythm track first, then you can see me whistling right here. This one is really kind of cringe because it's just me whistling, and you can't even see a guitar or anything. So I'm probably not going to release that one ever, but this is me in 2023 doing this one called Dust Never Sleeps. And the third one will be a song called Clean as a Whistle, and that one is the music video I'll release in the next few days to promote the album. So that one is kind of just me. You only really see my hand picking the strings, but I'm whistling at the same time as I'm playing, which is very difficult to do. I didn't do that for any of the other ones. But I also just want to show the album cover here. So this is the first one, second one. So here we go, drum roll. Here is Whistling Past the Graveyard 3. So this is what it's going to be. And I sort of just made all of these like houses that I lived in. Like this one here was my childhood home when I was like between 0 and 10. This is between 10 and 20, and this one is in my 20s. And I just figured I'd like document all the houses that I've lived in, because I don't really live in houses anymore, but that's a different story. But anyway, that's about it. I'm not going to take up too much more time. So just look out for that on this Friday, on the 9th of February. It'll be out everywhere on all platforms. And then that's it. That's all the whistling things I have. So it's good to get these out of the way, I guess. But yeah, just be ready for that. So I'll see you next week with more covers.